Okay, today I'm going to talk to you really briefly about a brand new company that it launched October 15th, 2023, and this is the Aladdin Bot AI. Now I know that the internet is saturated with bots, AI bots, and let's face it, let's be honest, probably 95% of them are all scams or rug pulls. And unfortunately, anything involving crypto and the company aspect, it just doesn't last. Some companies last 6 months, some can even last a couple of years, but the bottom line is they just don't last. And we always keep hoping and hoping maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the one. And this is no different. I will tell you, I'm very, very impressed with Aladdin Bot so far because they've hired a no-nonsense CEO, Mark Davis, and a CMO, Denise Skills. They have a whole roadmap for success through 2024, and they have promotions set in the future and a lot of goals. So they're setting themselves up for longevity. We get weekly reports of the trades, and I'll go over that here in a minute. Let me cut right to the chase about Aladdin Bot. When I get involved in a crypto company, I have a certain checklist that will minimize my risk. Let's just face it, getting involved in crypto is completely risky. You must have a fairly high tolerance of risk to get involved in anything with crypto. So I'm talking to you guys, those that have the risk tolerance to get into crypto, because let's face it, there's nothing stopping any crypto company from not opening the doors tomorrow. And there's rarely any repercussions for that. So with that mindset in mind, also the fact that you should never invest more than you can afford to lose. There are some checklists that I look at. One is, where is it located? 2, how old is the opportunity? 3, who are the owners or the developers? 4, can you do daily withdrawals? How often can you do withdrawals? 5, how long until you're on house money? And another 6th one is, how long is your capital locked up? Now, we've all been a part, I'm sure, of programs and companies that once you've doubled your deposit, you have to start over. I'm going to tell you right now, this is something completely different, and most of you have probably never seen this in the crypto space. Our contracts are for 365 days, meaning if you put in $10,000, you're going to make 2.5% a day. You'll make $250 a day times 365. That's over $90,000 off of 10 grand. So you could hypothetically put 10 grand into this, go on vacation, go into a coma, whatever the case may be. 10 months later, have $80,000 in there that you can withdraw, assuming the company is still obviously in business. But I've never seen anything like this. And we even have a formula where you can somewhat compound about every 25 to 30 days. And we'll get into that later. If you're more interested in this, we can kind of dive deeper into that. But it's just incredible. I've never seen that before. And let me tell you this, you can withdraw your principal at any time. That I've never seen, ever seen. You can withdraw your principal at any time. So if you put 1,000 in today and you're like, well, I think I want to be out tomorrow, you can withdraw your principal and be done. So keep that in mind. Now, as far as where they're located, they're in the UK. All right, most of these companies are in the UK, and I personally will not get involved in a company or opportunity that's based in the US due to regulations. It's probably going to get shut down. And so the second one is how old? Well, October 15th, 2023. We are brand new. I think we have a great, strong window of opportunity to make some profit, make some money. The owners, I am in contact with the developer on a regular basis. The owners, we're going to meet in Dubai this December and get plenty of pictures with them. Daily withdrawals. These have daily withdrawals. How long until house money? Well, we have a formula. We have a bot projection that after 40 days, you're back on house money, and you can earn $1 million in 1 year. And we have the whole projections. It's really, really powerful. So with that, let me kind of go over the nuts and bolts, get right to it. So if you invite your friends or family or your other business partners or whatever, you make 8%. You bring them in, you make 8% on new deposits. So basically, if someone comes in and they have a $10,000 account, they're making $250 a day. That particular account has a minimum of $8,000 that you can restake. So once they've earned $8,000, if they take that $8,000 that's in their balance and they add it to their $10,000 trading agreement to bring their trading agreement now up to $18,000, you don't make commission. But any time outside money is put into the system, you're going to make another 8%, another 8%, another 8% on your first level. Second level is 5%, third is 3%, fourth is 2%, and lastly, fifth is 1%. And it looks just like this. Just your typical unilevel. It's not binary, which I don't like, I don't care for, but it's straight up and down unilevel. We do have these different ranks that you can reach. You get extra bonuses for reaching 15,000, 100,000, and then $1 million. You get a $50,000 bonus. And it's important to note that it says team volume, but it's really not team volume. It's calculated on your personal, your level 1. So anyone you personally bring in, that's what this is. It applies to that, not your team level. So that is this. Let me, I'm going to show you a couple other things here, and bear with me. This here is our bots. We have 3 bots, okay? The very first bot is the Jazz bot, okay? And that is 1.5% a day, 7 days a week, $400 minimum, anything from $4 to roughly $2,000. There's a $400 minimum, meaning that let's say you started with $1,000 and you wanted to add to the Jazz bot. The minimum is $400, whether it's from your commissions or outside income. Once you've reached the $2,000 threshold, the company will automatically graduate you to the Autobot, which is now 2% a day, 7 days a week. This is from $2,000 to roughly $8,000. 365-day contract. Then the final and third and final bot is the liquidity bot, and that is 2.5% a day. $8,000 minimum. So in other words, if you wanted to add funds to the liquidity bot, let's say you're in the liquidity bot for 10 grand or 15 grand or whatever, you have to add a minimum of 8,000 to reassess the value, to restake, and now you're making 2.5% on 23,000 instead of 15,000. And you can do that at any time. So it's pretty crazy. Another thing that I really enjoy about them is they give you these weekly reports. And bear with me here. I'm going to put these reports side by side so you can see. We've had 2 reports so far because we've just started our 3rd week. And we're going to put these side by side, and I'll let you know, I'll show you these reports. So looks like this. This is week 1. This is week 2. Side by side, you can see where we started on week 1. We started with over $1 million trading. But what's important to note is we only trade 70% of our volume. So 70% of whatever our balance is, that's what we trade. We keep 30% in cold storage for the simple fact that, you know, we might have 100 people, 500 people wake up one day and say, you know what, I want to withdraw my funds and be completely done for whatever the reason. We have that 30% in cold storage for those situations. And looking side by side, the very first week, our top performers, one was Bond. Over here, it was WedgieBot. So it's not the same every week. It changes, it differs. You look here, what's interesting is our very first week, we traded $454,000. Second week, we traded more, 634, but yet our first week, we made more than our second week. You see some losses here. We had lost $3,000 here, $3,600 here. Those are losses. In this one, we only lost $2,500 and $2,600 on the first week. So it's pretty, I like the transparency. There's the results, and you get these every single week. So very, very impressed with Aladdin Bot. So if you're interested, get back to the person that sent you to this, this quick presentation, and let's bless the lives of a lot of people.